Zowie, Zowie, the GTR, the GTR, by Zowie, by BenQ. FragWatch here. Today we're going to be doing the initial impressions on the Zowie GTR. Start off with some good things. Recessed edge stitching. Great. Good foam. Great. Backing that seems to work better than your other recent releases, even though it's the same shit. Here's a sound test. So, like, it's because of the softness of the pad. Like, the pad absorbs some of the downward force. That's it. That is it. The pad absorbs some of the downward force so it doesn't move as much. Like, see it stretching back. It still moves quite a bit. Came flat packed. Improvement over the other pads. It's the most controlled of the three pads. Not because of the top material, because of the softness. You have that Z axis to work with. Maybe a little bit because of the material, but not much. Let's look at the fibers. Hey, by the way, Zowie, what the fuck is this? Get that off my mouse pad. We know it's a Zowie pad, right? Or, like, is this necessary? I mean, it's high quality, but what are you charging $2? Like, this costs probably $1 extra to put this on the pad. We probably get charged $2 for it. I don't know, man. Put your logo up here. Nice and small. How Artisan does theirs? Artisan does theirs? Let me repeat that. Do you know how Artisan does theirs? I don't know. Maybe you guys should do that. Okay. That's fiber. Looks like there's a lot of structural integrity to the fibers. They're very tightly wound. They're in a hybrid chain, primarily focusing on one direction. I'm sure the second layer of stitching is in the opposite layer, and some come up probably once every. Yeah, you can see the cross. Like, there's these cross weaves that are more seldom going this way. Pretty stable design. Let me see if I can pry this apart right here. I don't know my notes on the screen. I have 13 hours on this. That held up really good to that. So that's good. I don't see this pad changing too much after break-in. I will cut break this in. It looks like it's a pad that's going to hold up to that. After I get my 20 hours that I require for review time in on it. This one has not been a pain to test and get my hours in on, like the other two, the GSR 3 and the GSR SE. Those have been a struggle to put hours on, especially after the Musashi Void 2. After like several good pads, that was just a struggle. This isn't too bad. This is more money. This is $10 more, $15 more. Probably in some regions like $20 more, $30 more. Came flat packed. Like Zowie, good job finally doing that. Really appreciate that. It makes the initial days of experience better. Flat out. Full stop. Let's do some glide tests. Let's do the arm test. Whoo, boy, does that get spicy. It's loud. Ooh, it got some skin off. Ooh, yeah, man, that got quite a bit. Exfoliator for you. Do some glide tests. This is the Ponage Trinity. Pretty standard skate design for Ponage. We got a fingertip grip mouse, the HTR by G-Wolves. Plays a lot slower. It's using dot skates. And they're very well worn in dot skates. Zora V2. ULX competition. I'm using these three because they're very similar skate designs, very similar weight, but different weight balancing. Let's do Maya X. That's the one I used on the others. The best skate design in the business, Lamzu. Kudos to your engineers. Look at how they use a smaller one for the indented side. It's just like very good engineers. Vaxi NP01S. This is a chunky, heavy boy. Much slower skate design. And that's, yeah, we'll do the Feynman 1.5 for Pulsar. Slide's nice. Like it's got good stopping power because you got that Z axis if you're used to using that. I am still having to snap back a little. I'm applying pretty significant force. Tracking is good. That's a full force slow track. So I'm applying a lot of pressure in there. That's how I slow track in games. Lighter. Well, on soft pads. That's a lot better. I think it's because of the sharpness of the edges. This is much more rounded on the edge. This is sharper so you can dig in almost like a hockey skate. Fingertip grip. Good stopping power. Easy glide. You can see I'm snapping back though. You can see this fucking sliding at the edge of the desk. It's a real problem. I've tried this one on another table too. The other two I did not because this one failed that and this one grips more than the others. So it's not just my table, it's other tables as well. This is an issue. Would I recommend this pad? No, it's a good outing. It's better than the GSR series in my opinion. It does cost more, but I do find it to be a much more premium product. It comes packaged properly, flat packed. I just really have a hard time recommending this over other pads. I don't think it's a good value proposition in my opinion. It's a good pad, don't get me wrong. Like, this is an improvement over every pad from 10 years ago. Full stop. So if you're coming from a pad from 10 years ago and you got $30-40 and this is like all that's available, or your other options are worse, probably not the case, but maybe this is going to work. It's going to work well. Look, I played well on this. I did. I played good. I just feel there's other pads out there that do well, and I think that's an important part of your viewing. Is, you know, every pad is going to be almost every pad is good. Like, a company really has to try to fuck up a mouse pad for like a good player with a good mouse and good skates. Like, a company almost has to try to fuck that up with the mouse pad. So I think an important thing is the value proposition and the quality in that value category compared to other mice, or comparing pads that are like it with each other. I think this is trying to beat like a Saturn Pro, and it just doesn't. A Saturn Pro, in my opinion, kicks the fucking shit out of this, period. In my personal opinion, woo, I think a Saturn Pro or a Jupiter Pro will kick the ever-living shit out of all of the Zowie pads. It's my personal opinion. I'm gonna stop this review. You guys don't need to watch any more of this shit. Like, it's okay. It's a good. Hey, Zowie, let me direct this to you. Stop this behavior, please. Make your name. Don't confuse us with this BenQ Zowie shit. Just leave the branding as just Zowie. Okay, BenQ. I know you bought them, but let's just kind of right. Leave the brand on its own. You're confusing me. Poor FragWatch here is like, do I call it Zowie by BenQ? BenQ Zowie? Zowie BenQ? Like, come on. You don't need that on the box. Just a marketing thing, right? You don't want people being like, you get the new BenQ pad, and then the other person has no fucking idea what they're talking about. And they look it up and they go to the BenQ website and Zowie's buried. They don't know to click on Zowie. Come on. That's a small complaint. You're on the right track with mouse pads. Again. Thank God. You guys were industry leaders. You sat on your fucking laurels for too long, in my opinion. And this is a good step towards going in the right direction. Glad you guys are doing it. Continue. This is a good step in that direction. Keep it up. Get back on track. Be the leader again. Come on. You got the money. You got the engineers. You got the talent. Let's go. FragWatch out, baby. See you guys in the next one. Questions or comments, leave them below. I'm blessed to have my viewers and the audience, and I hope I'm helpful. And to the engineers and staff that designed this product, I don't mean this for you to take it personally. I'm trying to help people, and I try to be as positive as I can, give credit where credit is due, and do my best to do my best, and in doing my best to do my best in the service of the consumer. I have to be critical of products of companies that I like. Zowie's a company I like. They did a lot for esports. I really appreciate that. This isn't part of that. Thanks, guys.